welcome into North Dakota today. Now, working professionals, no matter what generation, may be wondering how to invest their money. Kyle from Midwest Invest Realty Group is here to tell us how we can get our first real estate investment. Good morning, Kyle.
Morning.
You know, that sounds pretty scary or maybe even a little intimidating, but many people have some type of stock investment. Why is real estate a good option?
Yeah, you know, we saw everybody get involved in stock investing in the stock market in 2020, 2021, and now that's kind of been a little bit quiet. It hasn't been super exciting. In fact, some people are frustrated in the stock market.
Yeah.
And here's been us real estate investors that it's not as dynamic, it's not as up and down, but it's steady. It's been consistent, and right now it's been really great for from an appreciation value standpoint. There's cash flow in between. Your debt's going down, so we just think it's a great option for wealth building.
So we talk about investing, reinvesting. There's all this type of terminology for folks who might have no idea what they're doing with their money. As far as I know, I have a 401k. So where do we all begin? Where does it all start?
Yeah, so we have this big, crazy goal at Midwest Invest, vision, if you will, to make Fargo America's wealthiest city.
Oh, wow.
And what I mean by that is our promise is that we want to simplify real estate investing. There's a lot of barriers that I think people think are risky, that's holding them back. It's like something on their list that never happens. And so we've taken it on us to really teach classes, remove some of those barriers, and simplify it, like I say. So a few first steps is just having the conversation, and we're kind of fostering that with some classes we're teaching, some meetups, just to talk about, A, what's an example real estate investment look like?
Yeah.
And really breaking it down to A plus B plus C. These are really pluses and minuses when it comes to, hey, it makes this much income, it costs this much a month, and there's some cash flow in between. And the story I like to tell, you know, if a standard salary is around $50,000, if someone's making that, and we can find an investment commonly that's doing about $400 a month in cash flow, if you times that by 12, that's $4,800. That's about 10% of that income. And if you told somebody, hey, one property is kind of like getting a 10% raise, that gets a little more exciting for people, right?
Well, and you always hear talk of that. Get rental properties or buy a home, rent out other rooms or any type of thing like that to really pay your mortgage, pay your rent essentially, and live for free. And that's what you're teaching people to do. Why rental properties? Yeah,
so one of the great ways to get involved is buying your first home, right? And what we've said, you know, you buy that first home generally to low down payment. And then if you can keep that home and rent it out and then, you know, buy your next home if your income supports that, it's an amazing way for people to get in. Why? Because it's a low upfront cost. And the biggest barrier is usually the money it takes to get into it, right? So just the concept of, you know, I'll be in someone's home they're looking to sell and I'll say, have you ever thought about keeping this as their first rental property? It's a little less scary, right? And then we kind of go down the path of, hey, what does it look like to turn this into a rental? And generally for people, they want to live their life. They want to do what they do best, which is their work, their family. And so we then sometimes engage a property manager to really do a lot of that heavy lifting that can kind of put it on autopilot and then take care of those things. You pay those fees, build that into your costs, and now you have a property that's got tenants, they're getting communicated with, it's getting cared for, it's going up in value, the cash flows in between, and all of a sudden 3 years, 5 years later, you really have a big wedge of wealth that's been built.
Yeah, he says it very simply, but it can be very intimidating for a lot of people. You just feel a lot of pressure, a lot of paperwork, a lot of responsibility, but as you laid out, you can always get other help. It's always best to see a professional and figure out what you really need. So where can folks find more information?
Yeah, so our team is Midwest Invest Realty Group. We specialize in this. We also help people buy, sell, build in the area. But what we like to do is do an initial consultation. Our website is www.midwestinvest.com, and we're actually doing a lot of these events, these classes at our office, just to do, you know, educate and teach those classes and lay out those first steps. And I like to make it as simple as possible, step 1, step 2, step 3. And that begins with, hey, reaching out to us, reach out to me personally or our website, and then come and join us. We usually serve food and let's talk about the idea and talk about your goals for real estate investing.
Well, great. Have a snack and an educational course.
There it is.
Well, thank you for the information this morning. It can be a lot, but if it's done right, it really can pay off. So thanks for bringing that to us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Well, coming up, you guys, we are forcing spring to appear right here in studio with us. We're going to be planting some flowers and really learning best practices for our green thumb. That's up next on North Dakota Today.